produce the English language subtitles as well as the English language dubbed versions. And it's a fascinating process because we're not starting from scratch. We're starting with a film that's already made, a film that has been created by a producer and a director and a giant team of people. And so it's full of meaning and it's full of intent. And it's not my job to change that intent. It's my job to faithfully present the film. So we have the script in Japanese, and we turn that into what looks like a regular English screenplay. And that's a direct translation. Then we provide the final translation to an expert screenwriter. In this case, it was David Friedman. He and his wife actually wrote this one together, which was lovely, Linda. And they create what we can use to record. And David is an expert at matching words to mouth movements, where your tongue is and where your teeth are. But his biggest challenge is keeping it within the original film and the original story. And then we go into the studio, and the actors bring their own take. So we're writing again, right there in the studio. The actors will sometimes very easily match the lip sync. Sometimes they will act fantastic, but cannot match the lip sync, and it's quite hard. But what's wonderful about the process, I think, especially for the actors, is no hair, no makeup, no lights, no waiting. They get to act, and they act their hearts out. And it's an art, it's not a science at all. And it's not art you can do alone. Sound engineers really do a lot of magic. While the director and I are talking about the take, they're remixing. And all of a sudden they'll say, listen to this, and it's wonderful.
Extraordinary!
Jim Broadbent voices Dr. D. Jim sat in the actor's chair and just performed amazingly. He has a lot of nonsense speeches he gives with nonsensical magical words.
And call the one on the plane of X pattern turtle, and we call the dimension that represents magic pattern crane. Which of the two patterns do you think is the more
And Jim was absolutely perfect at it.
A round of applause for the enrollment of Mary Smith, a prodigy who has reached the convergent boundary between the magical ability and scientific mind.
The character of Flanagan was a lot of fun to cast. We had wide latitude to explore different voices. We decided we didn't want to have an English accent. There was Ewen Bremner.
Ho ho! Quick as you like! That's the first bell! They're especially strict about tardiness!
I play a fox called Flanagan. He seems to pop up when Mary needs something to get her out of the situation she's in.
And he added Scottish rolling R's and then multiplied them. And luckily the word broomstick has an R in it, so instead of being broomstick, it became broomstick.
Your poor broom! Broom, broom, broom should be put right here in the stables.
So our lead is Ruby Barnhill. She agreed to give up her summer holidays for us.
I play Mary in the film. She's always wanting to help people, which I think is really great.
She turned 13 while we were working together. We even had a little birthday party for her. And she was absolutely delightful. It was a wonderful, wonderful Mary. It really brought the character to life in English for us.
I made a promise. We are going home together, all of us.
We also recorded a few scenes where we had people playing some students in the background, and she had mentioned at one point that she wanted to direct someday, so we had her direct. And she actually directed those lines, including directing the director, which, as you can imagine, was quite entertaining.
I thought it would be fun to play a character who kind of, throughout the story, progressed into becoming like a much stronger young lady.
Madame Mumblechook is voiced by Kate Winslet. How do you talk about Kate Winslet?
Enrollment forms, where did I put those enrollment forms?
She brought a new voice to the character that I think was Kate, but Kate also having thought about this character and really creating something new and very special. I love that I had these actors of very different ages and different experiences together in the film. I'm hoping that by creating this dub, audiences will be able to watch the film and not read the film. You're not constantly looking up and down, up and down. I worked with Studio Ghibli for many years, and I was delighted when I heard that Mr. Nishimura was going to create a new studio to continue the Studio Ghibli heritage and style of making films. And the Studio Ghibli DNA is very much in this film.
I have loved Studio Ghibli since I was literally 4 years old.
And they're kind of like a guidance, they're like a guiding hand through childhood into adolescence and beyond.
And I've just loved them ever since, and when this opportunity came up I was just so enthusiastic.
You have wonderful, beautiful hand-painted animation. You have a story that is rich with characters and adventure, and it's a real honor for me to be involved.